My name is Leo. This year my locker was next to Billy's. Billy was the school bully. He was big and loud. Everyone was scared of him. I tried to avoid him. I walked fast in the hallways. I ate lunch at a different table, but Billy always seemed to find me. It started with whispers, mean whispers about my shoes or my glasses. Then came the shoves in the hallway. I would trip and fall. My books would scatter everywhere. Billy would laugh. His friends would laugh too. I felt small and alone. I just wanted to disappear. Every day I dreaded going to school. My stomach would hurt. I couldn't concentrate in class. The fear was like a weight on my chest. I didn't tell anyone, not my parents, not my teachers. I thought it would only make things worse. I felt so trapped. One day, Billy went too far. He tripped me in the cafeteria. My lunch tray flew into the air. Spaghetti landed all over me. Everyone was staring. Something inside me snapped. I was tired of being afraid. I was tired of being bullied. A spark of courage ignited within me. Section 5, Finding My Voice. I stood up, my face burning with anger and humiliation. I looked Billy straight in the eye. "Stop it!" I shouted. My voice trembled a little, but I said it. Everyone was silent. Billy looked surprised. He wasn't used to anyone talking back to him, neither was I, but it felt good. Section 6. Silence isn't golden. Silence can often be mistaken for peace, but sometimes it hides the most turbulent storms within. In the halls of our school, silence was a shield, a way to avoid confrontation, a way to blend in. But there comes a time when silence is no longer an option. For the first time I spoke up. It wasn't easy. My heart pounded, my palms were sweaty, and my voice trembled. But I knew it was necessary. I'd been silent for too long, allowing the wrongs to go unchallenged, hoping they would just disappear on their own. I told him to leave me alone. The words felt foreign, almost as if they belonged to someone else, but they were mine, and they carried the weight of all the times I had stayed silent. I looked him in the eye, and for the first time I saw a flicker of uncertainty in his. I told him what he was doing was wrong. I didn't just speak for myself, I spoke for everyone who had been a victim of his bullying. I spoke for those who were too afraid to stand up, for those who had lost their voice. My words were a declaration, a stand against the injustice that had been allowed to fester. My voice grew stronger with every word. The cafeteria remained silent. No one laughed, no one cheered. It was as if the entire room was holding its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. The silence was deafening, but it was different this time. It wasn't the silence of fear or indifference. It was the silence of realization. But in that silence, I felt a weight lift from my shoulders. It was as if I'd been carrying a burden for years, and finally I was free. The silence was no longer my enemy. It was my ally. It gave me the space to breathe, to think, to be. I had found my voice, and with it I found a new sense of purpose. I realized that my voice had power, that it could make a difference. I wasn't just speaking for myself anymore, I was speaking for everyone who needed to hear that it was okay to stand up, to speak out, to break the silence. Silence isn't golden, it's a cage. And I had finally broken free. Section 7, A Ripple of Change. To my surprise, Billy backed down. He mumbled something and walked away. From that day on, the bullying stopped. He left me alone, but something even bigger happened. Other kids started standing up to Billy too. They had seen that he wasn't invincible. They found their voices as well. Section 8, The Bully Within. Bullying is never right. It's a behavior that causes harm, both physically and emotionally, to those who are targeted. It can happen anywhere. But it's especially common in schools where young minds are still developing and learning how to interact with others. Sometimes bullies are just scared and insecure themselves. They might be dealing with their own issues at home or struggling with their self-esteem. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps us understand that they too are in need of help and guidance. They pick on others to feel powerful. By making someone else feel small, they try to elevate their own sense of worth. This cycle of hurt and pain can continue unless someone steps in to break it. It's important to recognize the signs of bullying and address them early, but true power comes from kindness and courage. When we choose to be kind, we create a positive environment where everyone feels safe and valued. Courage is standing up for what is right, even when it's difficult. It's about being brave enough to support those who are being mistreated. If you see someone being bullied, don't be silent. Silence can be seen as acceptance, and it allows the bullying to continue. Speak up and let someone in authority know what's happening. Teachers, counselors, and school administrators are there to help and can take action to stop the bullying. Tell an adult, stand up with the victim, show them they're not alone. Your support can make a huge difference in their life. It can give them the strength to face their challenges and the confidence to know that they are not alone in this fight. Your voice can make a difference. By speaking out against bullying, you can inspire others to do the same. Together, we can create a community where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued. Remember, it only takes one person to start a movement. Be that person, stand up, speak out, and make a change. Section 9, your voice matters. In every school, in every classroom, there are voices waiting to be heard. Your voice is one of them, and it holds power. Finding your voice can be scary. It can feel like you're standing on the edge of a cliff, unsure if you should take the leap. The fear of judgment, the fear of not being understood, or even the fear of being ignored can be overwhelming. But remember, you are not alone. Look around you. There are friends, classmates, and teachers who are ready to listen. They may be going through similar experiences, and together you can find strength in unity. There are people who care about you and want to help. Teachers, counselors, and even your peers can offer support and guidance. They are there to help you navigate through the challenges and celebrate your successes. Talk to someone you trust. Your voice matters, your feelings matter. Sharing your thoughts and emotions can be the first step towards finding solutions and feeling better. It can also help others understand what you're going through. You deserve to feel safe and respected. Every student has the right to a supportive and nurturing environment. When you speak up, you contribute to creating a positive atmosphere for everyone. Never be afraid to speak up and stand up for what is right. Your courage can inspire others to do the same. Together, you can make a difference, creating a school community where everyone feels valued and heard. Remember, your voice is a powerful tool. Use it wisely and with confidence.